What's up YouTube, it's Team RIW here. We got Richard Wattle placed in top 8 at the UDS and he played
Magician's Pendulum.
And he lost in top 8, but we're going to go ahead and do a deck profile with him to show you what he was playing with.
Alright, I played 3 Joker, 3 Black Fang, 3 Purple Poison, 3 Double Iris, 3 Harmonizing, 3 Wisdom Eye. All of these cards I kind of like at 3 just because of desires, and like they're just kind of all really important to see, so I think 3 is probably good with those. 2 Astrograph is one of my favorite cards in the deck because of its interaction with Wavering Eyes and just like setting up on your opponent's turn and just having like ways not to get OTK'd really easily. For the 1-ofs, I just played 1 Luster. I don't like this card at 2. I really just only want to search it when I need it, when it's in like when I have a hand that would really make it better. I don't want to draw it most of the time. I played the Performapal engine. It was okay. I drew off of this a lot, like a few times, but like I don't know if I played again, honestly. I played the 1 Sorcerer just to supplement it. I played one of these just because I only want to see it when I need it, when it's good, when I can search it. And the last Magician card is just 1 Oath Dragon. Debatable about playing 2, but I think 1's probably fine. And the last of the monsters is just 3 Ash. So I thought Ash would probably be like the most important, like that or Cosmic Cyclone would be like the cards to play this weekend. So I just wanted to make sure I main 3 of these.
And you chose to play Ash over Cosmic Cyclone?
Yeah. I think it's a better card. It just, you know, against Demise, against Draco, I think it's just a better card to have.
In the mirror, it saves you from Wavering Eyes too.
Yeah. It's just a good card. And no Maxi, I didn't side it, I didn't main it. I just thought that like it's always been kind of bad against Pendulums, and Draco is like the next deck I thought would be the best. So I didn't even really want to play Maxi. I didn't think it was worth it. For the spells, I played 3 Duelist Alliance, 2 Star Pendulum Graph, 2 Wavering Eyes, just because you're not always going to play the mirror, and sometimes this is a combo card, but sometimes it's a brick. I don't think 3 like main deck would be a good call. 1 Pendulum Call, just because like you search it off Duelist Alliance when you need it. I don't particularly like play this card a lot, but going second, it's kind of like the card you want to search or use the most. So you just need at least 1. I think you never want to draw 2 though. 2 Desires. This card is so good in this deck. Probably like this card just wins you games alone. But when it gets ashed and you have 4 cards going first, you just lose. And the last card is Time Pendulum Graph. This card is a must at 2, I think, because you just always want to have this card, and Draco's gonna kill this card. It's not gonna last very long, but it's too good not to have. So 40 card main deck. Extra, which is the best part of this deck, the coolest part of this deck. 1 Enlightenment Paladin. This card, I don't know, adds back spells. It's pretty good. And the best part about this card, actually, in all seriousness, is that it's a dark spellcaster, so it works with your scale effects. This card can just be game a lot of the times, like when they have a high attack monster on board, and you can like half it and then make your guy do double damage after you blow up their field. It's just game a lot of times. This deck OTK is like no other. 1 Ignister, you have to play this card. It's really good. 1 Beals, most hyped card of the weekend. I don't know why. It's okay, but like it's not that great. Personally, like locking down your extra zone with Beals against Draco isn't that great unless, you know, they're not going to lose to that card. They'll just search Apocalypse. 1 Omega, staple, card is a must-have. 1 Supreme King Clearwing. This card is like, you just break boards with this card for free. Against like ABC decks and stuff like that, you want a card like this in there to blow up the field and push for game, because it combos really well with this, because it's 8,000 both of these cards. So a lot of times like ABC will make Decode Talker, and like I actually gamed an ABC player going second because I like used this in that zone and then made this card, blew up his whole field, and then if he floats off C,
that's 75.
Huh?
75, not 8,000.
Never mind. It's game. Whatever.
Wavering Eyes, 500.
Supreme King Dragon, Dark Rebellion. This card, I bought like 3 of the, what is it called?
Special edition.
The special editions just for this card, because it's just, like, I knew I had to play this card against Draco. Considering that you make their attack 0 and Diagram is going to make all the little guys not die from Diagram. So, like, you summon this guy and have, like, a Joker that does double damage and they're just dead. Doesn't really matter what card, you just want to bait out the Masterpiece Pop and you're like, okay, make this card and then attack for game. I did that like 4 times, it just won me games for free. 2, you know, just a lightning package. It's pretty good. I made it once. It won me the game. 1 Tornado, staple. Dweller, staple. Karen Gorgon. I feel like you should play this card just because like it helps you out like boards of ABC Buster Dragons or like Cosmic Cyclone and Masterpiece. Even if the Masterpiece is immune to monsters, this can redirect it. So I think this card's really good. It can also protect your spells and traps on the field from the Draco spells and traps in the grave. Like there's so much utility for this card. I really like it. I wouldn't cut it. 2 time-star, you make 2 a lot, and it's like one of the most important cards. Just keep going, have your engine keep going. It's a really good card. And 1 Decode Talker. You don't make it a lot, but when you do, you need it, so I wouldn't cut it. And for the side deck, 2 Zaphion. I was talking to like the team and Janko and the people playing this deck before the event, and he actually like put me on Zaphion and told me like I wasn't gonna play this card honestly unless he said something, but it's just so good against Draco, and summoning this card going second feels so good, and I'm not lying. I had this card in my opening hand like every time going second against Draco Demise, and it was really good, like so good. It just wins you the game. 1 Pendulum Hole because it's searchable off of Duelist Alliance, and it's just like a really good card. Outside of like them playing Cosmic Cyclone, there's no engine card of Magicians that can really deal with this card effectively. And outside of the Pendulum summon, they have the normal summon and maybe a black thing, but usually not without any setup. So like, this card's just game. It's better than Strike. 2D Barrier. I didn't think like 3 was necessary. There was too many other cards I wanted to play. And you know, since I was playing the Performance Pal draw engine and so many like draw cards and search cards, like it's usually just fine. I think 2 is fine. I really liked it at 2. I played 2 Typhoon for going second against Magicians because I wanted a card that was good going second against a lot of decks, and I kind of like landed on Typhoon because you don't like to break a Magician board in the mirror. You don't really want a board wipe or a lot of stuff like that. It's just not that good. But like this card hitting a critical Star Pendulum Graph when they're like telegraphing that they need that to resolve to get harmonizing, like if you know they haven't searched it yet, if they're just doing a typical like Wisdom Eye play with that card, they're going to search harmonizing most of the time. You hit that card and their whole turn is just so bad. You can chain it to a lot of things to make their turns very awkward going second, so I like that card. It's good against Draco also. Like there's rare times. I didn't really put it in going second against Draco, but like theoretically it could be good because they always have 2 spells, you know, with Diagram. Played 3 Magic Deflector for Draco going first, ABC going first, all those decks. It's just really good. I couldn't figure out anything better, like a better trap card going first, so I just put this in. You have like this and Dweller, and you know that they're not going to do anything that turn. It just simplifies the game state beyond all other against Draco. 1 Raigeki just for like the one-of card that could be useful against certain rogue decks, against like certain matchups, putting in going second. A lot of times like in playtesting, Dracos end up tributing a trap now because like their really good opening is like Maiden with like back row, and they'll have a trap if it's, you know, ideally, so they're going to summon the Masterpiece like Trap Monster, and this is like one of the best ways to out it, aside from like Black Thing or something, but like it's just good. I played 1 Wavering Eyes for the mirror, just to side it, because, you know, it's a blowout card in the mirror, and then 3 Cosmic Cyclone, just because it's good against every deck, and probably the most sided card all weekend, honestly.
Alright, well, thanks for the deck profile, and hopefully see you soon.